So we have our BBB standards for trust, and I call them the golden rule. So no matter what industry you're in, you could be a manufacturer and producer, you could be a mom and pop shop, but things like operating with integrity, honoring your promises, safeguarding privacy.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal.
Really, our mission is to help bring awareness between the relationship between the customer and the business. And we want to start at the very beginning with that relationship when the consumer is in their shopping experience. Customers of all different shapes and sizes will turn to the BBB to find out more about a business. And oftentimes we think about, maybe the roofer, the general contractor, but we have a lot of people from the B2B industry that are checking on businesses as well. Again, before you enter into a contract with someone, you want to make sure that you can trust them. If you're interested in accreditation, it is a several-step process. First of all, we want to make sure that the business has had a good track record, and the business and also the business owner. So we want to make sure that they are free from any major complaints, or if they've had a complaint in the past, that they've been responsive to that. We then take those group of businesses and we present them to our board of directors for approval. Our board is varied in their experience and their different industries, and so they are the final check. And businesses will turn to us with all different issues that they might be experiencing. And maybe it's, I need a resource for marketing, I need a resource for accounting. So they're going to turn to other BBB accredited businesses to be able to find those resources for them. Because again, they're customers too. And they want to make sure that they can deal with someone that they can trust. We will talk to a business and say, you know what, let's get you established with a business profile. Because again, a lot of people are using BBB as a resource to vet their particular business. So let's get your business profile started. And then if you have any questions or concerns along the way, we're a phone call away. We're happy to help you in that. And then once you reach that point where you're eligible for accreditation, we'll again start that relationship. We'll continue on with that relationship. So we work with businesses in all different shapes and sizes. And but we're seeing a lot of business owners who are choosing to retire, and they're bringing new people in, and they want to make sure that they're continuing their BBB accreditation because they know how valuable it is to their customers. If you're an established business and you don't have a business profile, it's so important because again, we can give you the statistics of the business, users who are looking for businesses within your industry. If you're an established business, again, it doesn't hurt to have that extra digital presence because you don't know how people are finding you. It could be through social media, it could be through a search engine search. Now we're even learning it can be through an AI search using something like a chat GPT. And so in here at BBB, we are trying to be very mindful of that and making sure that we are getting our information to all of those appropriate resources. So again, BBB information can be found whether it's a Google search or an AI search. So we have our BBB standards for trust, and I call them the golden rule. So no matter what industry you're in, you could be a manufacturer and producer, you could be a mom and pop shop, but things like operating with integrity, honoring your promises, safeguarding privacy. One of the standards of BBB accreditation is that if you have a website, you have a privacy policy on your website. In being transparent, it's so important that you tell others what you're doing with the information that they give to you. Every complaint is different, and every complaint is an opportunity. So first of all, the complaint, we always ask the user, have you contacted the business first? Let's be fair here and give them an opportunity to resolve the issue. From there, it's either a written form or it's through our website. We get the information from the consumer, and we do ask for documentation. For example, if it's a warranty issue, include a copy of the warranty. And then I should back up, but there are issues that we will not take. So for example, if it's an employee and employer dispute, if it's a landlord issue, those are things that we cannot accept through our dispute resolution process, and we will refer that user to the appropriate agency. We don't accept anonymous complaints.
Okay.
And one of the reasons is how can we expect the company to respond to it if they don't know who the consumer is? So we take that information and we send it on to the business for a response. And again, sometimes, the business, a majority of our businesses do respond to complaints, which is what we want to see. And that's a mark of distinction for accredited businesses, is that they, through their accreditation, are obligated to respond to complaints. So BBB is actually partnering with Grow with Google. Okay. And so each Better Business Bureau throughout the United States and Canada is being offered licenses that we can give to our accredited businesses. And what this program does is it allows their employees to log on to a platform called Coursera, and they can take advantage of some of these IT certificates. So employees of accredited businesses can take classes on cybersecurity, data analytics, IT support. So really where a business would really have to pay to have their employee trained through their BBB accreditation, this is offered free of charge.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal.